So it's March 1972. Leeds are in the first division. And in front of 34,000 people, they smashed Southampton 7-0. 2 goals from Alan Clark, 3 from Peter Lorimer, goals from Jack Charlton and Jones. History making, 7-0 win. Fast forward 53 years, we do it again. 7-0 victory against Cardiff City on Saturday. Will we see that again? I'm not so sure. What a fantastic game. We were just on it. We were just totally on it. And, you know, when we clicked. We've been saying for the past few months, we're going to smash somebody. 4, 5, 6 nils. 7-0. Nobody saw this coming. So, what a fantastic game. I went to the game. Still in me, though. We had to go early, 10 minutes before the end. Missed the final 2 goals. Gutted. Absolutely gutted. But we were there for it. We were there. I can say I was there for this history-making moment. Lineup. Surprisingly, I did want Firpo back in, and he did. He started. Wow, did he start? Rothwell back in, and Pirro kept his place up top. Justified. I was calling for Joseph to start. I was wrong. So wrong. I want to start off with Pirro. I love the guy. I do. I didn't think he's been at it for the past couple of games. But I listened to people saying, "Oh, he drops too deep. He's not a good number 9." Really? Did you see him yesterday? The boy, the man, involved in 4 of the 7 goals. If you look it back, he was involved in some way or another. And that's maybe what his strengths are. For those that say he can't play in the 10, I don't really like him in the 10. But he is a sort of... Somebody touched on it last night when we did the late night Leeds. And if you haven't watched that, jump over and watch it. On Imagine not being Leeds' channel. Fantastic. And a bit like Harry Kane. I'm not saying he's as good as Harry Kane, but he loves to drop deep to get the ball. And he does lay it off. And he were doing that, and he were laying the ball off. But he were coming really deep, getting the ball and getting that ball forward into dangerous areas. The first goal, Pirro, he actually picked the ball up on the edge of our box. Nice little interchange with Firpo. Pirro drives forward with the ball into the Cardiff City half. Lovely little through ball. The pace of Dan James gets there before the goalkeeper, as we know. He had a bit of work to do. Slots Aronson in, 1-0. Superb. And that all came from Pirro, winning the ball on the edge of our box. So underrated, this guy. Really is. Even the second goal. I mean, picks the ball up from deep. Plays in James. Simple. Plays in James. James down the wing. Beautiful ball across. Solomon goal. Again, Pirro starts that move. All right. The 4th goal. It's his shot that the keeper saves. So Pirro's shot, keeper saves. Dan James, penalty. Yeah? And then Pirro puts the penalty away, like we know he can. Beautiful. The 7th goal, he scores the goal, doesn't he? Firpo, playing as the number 10, slots it through. Pirro's there, because we know he's the best finisher in the league. That's the 4 goal. Honestly, I thought he was fantastic. One man of the match for me, but he was fantastic. And I think he's opened my eyes, and I hope he's opened a lot of people's eyes about what he does actually bring to the team. I'll leave it on that. Now, there was a goal disallowed. I think it should have been 8-0. The goal disallowed. I'd love to see it, but I can't find a highlight of it. But from where I was sitting, Solomon was not offside. He just got to the ball first before the defender, and I'm sure he started in an onside position. I think crossed it in for James to slot home, and that was disallowed. So maybe it should have been 8. Now that would have been history making. Firpo, I mean, there's been doubts about Firpo because he hasn't signed a new contract and he could be leaving on a free next season. No, this guy, he makes it look so easy in the Championship. I think he's going to leave end of season, but I think he's going to give his all. He's going to give his all to get us over the line. And he was so good yesterday. Even defensively. I thought defensively he was fine. Won a few headers, did a few tackles in, winning that ball. Him and Solomon on that left-hand side. What a partnership. We said this a couple of weeks ago. If we could get them two firing and that partnership on that left-hand side, be formidable. And it proved it yesterday. It really did. The balls across are inch perfect. And Dan James loves that sort of ball coming in at that back post. How many times he's done it this season? Very similar goals, Dan James then feeding Solomon feeding Dan James. Just everybody clicked, just on it. Tanaka and Rothwell in that midfield. I mean, we know someone calling for Ampadu to get back in that midfield. I love it. I love Tanaka and Rothwell. I really do. And I've loved them since we were forced to make that change. The first time, Norwich, when Groev had to go off injured, straight away it just clicked. And I mean, Tanaka, it's just different gravy. And when you watch him live, just give up Tanaka. He's next level. And he is Premier League quality. So calm on the ball. He's thinking 2 or 3 steps ahead of everybody else. And that's a Premier League player. The one ball he got played into him, and he just turned between two of the Cardiff City players and just left him for dead. Just let it run across him, and I just love him. I could watch him all day long. Rothwell were really good. Again, moving that ball quick. It was everywhere. I think he had most touches out of everybody. I mean, would we take Rothwell in the Premier League? I'm not so sure, but I do like him, especially in the Championship. 4 at the back. I mean, Rodon was solid. Rodon and Ampadu fine. I think Ampadu maybe gave the ball away a couple of times, but that's it. Meslier did nothing. Well, he had nothing to. He had one save to make, and he did it. A good save, Meslier. Well done. Really good save. Aronson were great. Really busy. Got his goal. Fantastic from everybody. I can't fault anyone. The worst player, and looking at the ratings, was Bogle. And even he didn't have a bad game, really, did he? But Willie Nonto then second half coming on and getting his goal. So happy for him, proving what he can do. Lovely little dribble in. Actually, his first touch, wasn't it? Dribbled in, slotted it into the bottom corner. Maybe the keeper could have done a little bit better to get to it, but again, it was so far into that corner. Lovely little goal. And Joseph, so happy for him. That'll give him such a boost. I think people are saying he had tears in his eyes. It meant it that much to him. Relief that he's actually finally got that goal. And again, it was a ball across, and he's tapping it home. I think Firpo wanted it again, and 3 assists from Firpo. Absolutely love it. Absolutely loved it. So it was just a fantastic day at the office. It really was. Let's look at the stats. I mean, 58% possession, 29 shots. We had 12 shots on target, 7 big chances, and we scored 7. 1 big chance missed. Poor Cardiff, really, really bad. I think this is one of the lowest XGs I've ever seen. 0.05 XG for Cardiff. 2 shots they had. And 2 shots on target. More than Burnley. Who again drew 0-0. God, they are boring, aren't they? No big chances. So we had 29 shots, 9 shots off target, 12 shots on target, 8 blocked shots, 18 from inside the box, 11 from outside the box. We absolutely peppered them, didn't we? Absolutely peppered them. We really did. Looking at the match stats, so yeah, Junior Firpo, 9.5 rating, Dan James, 9.3, Joel Pirro, 9.2, Tanaka, 8.5. I think Tanaka should have been higher. Rothwell, 8.2. I think he should have been higher. Solomon, 8.1, possibly higher. And Alex Bogle, 6.9. Again, though, he did nothing wrong. He did nothing wrong. But it just, with Burnley drawing as well, that win just takes us further up the league. Look at that. Looking at the table, yeah, 63 points we're on. I mean, we've still got another 16 games, which is like another 48 points to play for. Can we get 100 points? Do we see Leeds losing again this season, especially at home? I don't think so. Do you? It's really hard to see it. I can't see anybody who could. I mean, obviously it's Championship. Yes, we're going to drop some points, but as long as they're not losses and the draws, 100 points is doable. Am I getting too far ahead of myself? Maybe. But it's really hard not to when you're winning 7-0. So we're 2 points ahead of Sheffield United, who beat Derby at the weekend. Burnley again, board draw. God, their fans are happy. I mean, how boring are they? How boring are they? I don't even know. I'm gonna even have a look. I'm gonna look at stats at their board draw. Again, their XG 0.78 in that game. They had nearly 60% possession at ball. Wow, Burnley, you are poor. Wow, they actually had 14 shots, 6 shots on target, 3 blocked. But only really like 1 big chance. They're not massive chances. They're not creating big chances for themselves. So, and that's away at Portsmouth. So yeah, they're dropping points, which is good. That's what we want to see. We just need Sheffield United now to start dropping these points. We need to keep winning. Another clean sheet for us. What's that? 21 now. We're flying. Absolutely flying. So it is transfer day today. I know it's going to be all about transfers. We've obviously been linked with Archer and now Adam Armstrong, which is exciting. I would rather have Adam Armstrong at this minute in time. Straight loan till the end of the season. Gets us over the line. Possibly we win the league with Adam Armstrong. That's where I'm going. Cameron Archer, yeah, okay. He's had a couple of bad seasons, but he has been playing. He hasn't been playing for decent teams. He hasn't been doing it in Premier League, really. He has had some game time in the Prem. He's got like 2 goals. He has done it before, a few seasons ago, with Middlesbrough and Sheffield United as Archer. I'd take either, but my favourite would be Adam Armstrong, and it's looking likely. Hopefully, we could get it over the line. No news on a number 10 yet, which is disappointing. But again, the way we're playing, I'm happy. I'm so happy. I really am. Again, I'm trying to keep my feet on the ground. 60 goals we've scored, only conceding 19. It's all gravy, isn't it? It's all good. It's all good. Still hearing there was some negativity on Twitter, which is mental. It's absolutely mental. After a 7-0 history-making win, still people not happy. God, these people need to go look in a mirror and just check yourself a little bit and say, I think these people who are so negative after the 7-0 win like this, that they must be like one of these eco warriors where everything's wrong in the world, nothing's ever good enough, or they've got nothing better to do than just completely moan and whinge. Daniel Farke. Now it's been even said, "Oh yeah, okay, we go 1-2-0." I think Dan James said it in a press conference, didn't he? This was it. How we take this foot off the gas. But it wasn't. It was actually Daniel Farke in the change room at half time pushing for more. Let's go out there and make a statement. Wanting more. I love it. He let us off the leash. And that's what we do to teams. Now we've got a tough game, is it? Against Coventry? No. Lampard back again. I mean, I will do a preview. I am going to do a preview of the Coventry game. Probably do that tomorrow. I just want to have a quick look. Yeah, they're sitting 11th out there. Coventry. They won 4 out of the last 5 games. So the form's quite good. Beat Swansea 2-0 away at the weekend. So, going to be interesting. But we're just on form. Have we hit his peak? Have we hit the peak of our abilities now? This is going to be an interesting one. Because we've been saying it. We haven't quite got to that level yet. And then we did on Saturday. Can we maintain it? Is there another gear? I doubt it after that. But as long as we keep winning, and I don't care if it's 1-0s, 2-0s, as long as we keep getting them points on the board, we're on course for 100 points this season. Okay, it could all change. And this is where the mentality and the character of the squad comes into it. Because we saw the drop-off last season. Will that happen again? Have they learnt from the mistakes? Are we mentally stronger? The likes of Ampadu, Rodon. Ampadu, our captain, been here before. He's not going to let us do that. He's not going to let us get into that situation like we were last year. He can't do. Farke won't let us. And this is why I think a couple of signings would have been nice just to bolster that squad. Just in case a few players drop off, like Rutter did and Somerville did last season. Just in case they drop off, we've got them fresh faces to come in and just revitalise us. I'd love a number 9 and a 10. Possibly we're going to get a number 9. Have the 49ers and Daniel Farke got a number 10 up the sleeve who we're going to bring in? We will see. We will see. But that's it for me. Fantastic. I'm still on a high. I'm still watching the highlights. Pirro was magic. Firpo was magic. Tanaka was magic. I love it. Love the players. I'm loving this team at the minute. We get 100 points. Is that history making as well? I'd have to look at that. 100 points. That'd be fantastic, wouldn't it? 90, it looks definite. But 100 points would be good, wouldn't it? It really would. I'm winning the league. I'll speak to you all soon. Ciao.